It's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the time around Monday, the 29th of July, 2019. All of the signs will be timestamped in the comments, the first pinned comment and in the description, so that you can hop to your moon and rising signs as well for more clarification. This is a general reading, and it's just a quick, fun update. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. So let's get started with Aries. Beginning of the week, Monday, Aries, Knight of Swords, and the Fool. Looks like starting out this week, you need to have your logical mind, engaged. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Knights are bringers of energy. This is logical, judging, kind of like ascertaining the right way to go, the right things to do sort of energy. So you're going to want to be on your mental A game, get a good night's sleep Sunday night before heading in on Monday to work or to whatever responsibilities you have. And the beautiful thing about this is that you want to have that A game on because you've got some huge opportunities to do something new and different coming your way this week, and that's very, very exciting. So the Fool is a wonderful card to get on Monday, to know that you can be excited about the week that's ahead because you've got some opportunities coming, something new, something different coming toward you. Let's see what we get here to go with this logical and critical thinking that we have going on. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is saying, listen, as these opportunities come towards you, you're going to want to kind of look to, like, the Queen of Pentacles is extremely organized. She's very responsible. She does things only in an orderly fashion and only if they make logical and consistent sense, like financially, for as far as your physical environment, things you can accomplish without without the detriment of others occurring or yourself. So that's the thing that you want to keep in mind as this stuff comes, these opportunities come towards you. You want to keep that in mind. Let's get a little bit of information. Oh, here we go on this opportunity. Yes, and you have the Queen of Cups coming up. Okay, the Queen of Cups is very emotional, very nurturing. So you're going to have kind of a lot going on in the beginning of this week, and you have this Queen of Cups who's like nurturing, caretaking, wants to help everybody in the world. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles who's like, let's just see if this is a responsible thing to do. So you're going to have a lot of stuff kind of coming at you in the beginning of the week, but know that you have all these opportunities coming, and one in particular opportunity for something new and different. I feel like something different than you even expect, but really exciting. So you have that coming toward you as well. So just make sure to kind of vet everything out with that logic that's bestowed on you, and don't make any rash decisions, okay? Don't make any rash decisions. You've got a lot of cool stuff coming up for you. All right, so we're going to move on to Taurus. Beginning of the week, Taurus. 10 of Pentacles. You are the Pentacles, Earth sign, and you're getting the Fool too. All right, 10 of Pentacles. This is measured quite a lot of success coming your way. It isn't necessarily coming your way. It's more that you have a measured amount of success that has occurred, and now it's affording you some sort of new and awesome opportunity. So be interested to hear what this success is that you have. But like I said, it's measurable. People will probably comment on it, but this success that you have achieved has now opened the door for some kind of opportunity for you. You do have the 7 of Cups coming. So yeah, I think that it's more than one opportunity, and you may feel a bunch of different ways about it. This 10 of Pentacles oftentimes gives you very mixed emotions because the success that you have been working on now everybody can see. So sometimes that makes you feel a little embarrassed, shy. You're not sure how to take the compliments for it. Just know that you may have a lot of different and mixed emotions about this success, but this is something that you have worked for and you do deserve it. And like I said, because of that, it is opening some other doors for you. Here you go. Here you've got the 3 of Pentacles. That is a plan. You are the Pentacles. Remember that. So as you move forward, stick to the original plan that you had, and that will help you know what opportunities to take, because I feel like you're going to have more than one opportunity. If it does not fit into your plan, then it's not for you, and that's how you'll know right away going forward that the opportunity is for you, because like I said, I think you'll have more than one thing coming your way. So just see if it's part of your plan. If it's not part of your plan, let it go because it's not the right thing. Okay? Going to move on to our Geminis. What do we have for Gemini? Ace of Cups, Gemini, feeling open. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, you have an opportunity. Aces are always gifts from the universe, and this is a gift, an opportunity for you to be emotionally open and available. The thing is, with this Eight of Wands, it is coming at you fast, and it's kind of like if you don't take the opportunity, if you don't take that opportunity as it's coming, you may not get a second chance. That's what I'm thinking. And I do know, I'm an air sign as well, sometimes emotional openness is a lot, but this is really, I feel like this is really important. So when this opportunity comes in, it is really important to just be open to it. I'm not saying you have to accept it, but you do have to be open to it. You have the Queen of Wands coming up with this. Queen of Wands does not do anything she does not want to do. She follows her passions and she does what feels right at the time. So because this comes at you really quickly, you may have to follow your instincts and just, is this right or is this wrong? And you might have to just kind of take a chance, Gemini. You may not have all the time in the world to think about how this will play out. And I know that you would rather think about it for a long time, because I would rather think about it too, but I don't think you have that option, given that you have the Eight of Wands coming up again. Whatever this opportunity is, it is coming at you fast. And like I said, I feel like if you don't take it at that moment, you will not have that opportunity afforded to you again. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to take it. If you don't want it, you don't want it. I'm just saying it won't be back. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is like I feel like it's like a one-time shot. So if it's something that you want and it calls to your passion with that Queen of Wands, then you do it. Otherwise, let it go. That's all. But it's like you get one shot. That's it. We're going to move on to our Cancers. What do we have for Cancer? Oh, Ten of Pentacles, Cancer, and the Nine of Cups. You are having some major measure of success in the beginning of this week, and not only is it an outward show of physical success, like in your job, your business, your physicality, your home, but it's also something that is something you've wished for and dreamt of. So now that you have it, what do you do with it? I think that's where you're going to feel a little bit stuck. Is I'm hearing that, like, well, now that I'm here, like, what do I do now? Like, I wanted this, I dreamt about it, now I'm successful, I have it, so now what's next? And I think that's what you're looking for, is like, I think that's why it took a while to get there, because you thought, well, when I get there, what do I do? You have two different things coming up, okay? The first one that comes up is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is highly responsible. So because you have this major outward showing of success, the Queen of Pentacles goes, okay, we have all this success, where will we put it? Let's be safe, let's put it where it belongs, let's take care of it, let's make sure all of our bills are paid, our environment is neat, let's do all the right things, let's be very responsible with this success. And then you have the emotional side of the success too, the wishes coming true, and stuff you've only dreamt of, and now it's available to you, and it's like in your realm. You have the Lovers coming up. So that either says to me that now, because you are more secure in who you are open to finding a partner, or that you have a partner who is hugely supportive of this, and that you want to be able to welcome them in to that celebration as well. And this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be romantic, but it could be a business partner, it could be a workout partner, but there is someone who is really on your team and hugely supports you. So make sure that you kind of include them in this whole feeling that you're having, so that they aren't just like left out in the cold, because they've been there the whole time. And it's really important for both of you that you include them in whatever you have going on. So there you have it. All right, we're going to move on to our Leos. Right? Yeah, we're on Leo. The Moon. Okay, Leo, what do you got going on? The Moon. Ew, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, it looks to me, let me move this back one so it's not so blurry. This Moon, I'm already like, oh, I can't breathe. This Moon, the Moon card is about things not being exactly the way that they seemed to be. And I feel like you somehow got sold a bill of goods. Something was too good to be true, and I think you went for it, and in fact was too good to be true, and it leaves you with this burden. Now, the good thing about that Ten of Wands, when you see that, it means that it's over. It's time to put these wands down. You can't carry them anymore. It's done. You may have, I feel like you maybe, I want to say, like, maybe you were a little bit gullible about something, or you believed something that you kind of knew was too good to be true, but you went for it anyway. And you know what? That happens. Sometimes you just go for it and yeah, get it handed back to you, you know. But what I'm seeing here is it's come full circle. It's time to put that burden down. You might have gotten taken here, with this this card, but you know what? I think that's done. So whatever this is, it's over and it's done. You have the Knight of Swords, and Knights are bringers of energy, and the sword energy is logic and thinking, and it's saying, okay, use your brain. Like, you've used your brawn here with the wands, and you've carried the burden, and you've put in your best effort, but sometimes there just comes a point where it's done, and that's the thing. It's time to put whatever this burden is down. There is something that you are carrying that you no longer need to carry, that it doesn't serve you, it's not for you, it never was for you. So it is time, like I say, use your logical brain, see through the untruth that's going on, and it's time to put this down. Let's get just a little information on what that is. The Star. It seems like somebody sold you a whole bunch of stuff here. The Star is like big dreams, the big things you would want in your life. It seems like somebody promised you, oh, I can give you all of these things, and you went, okay, but deep down you kind of went, this seems like it's too good to be true, but sometimes you just go for it anyway. So I feel like you kind of believed something that you knew might have been too good to be true, but it's okay. But now it is time for logic to step in and go, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. No more carrying this, no more believing this. It's over, and it's done. So just put it down. It's time to move on, Leo. We're going to move on to our Virgos. What do we have going on for our Virgos? Virgo, Two of Pentacles, getting a little bit of a balance here. You are the Pentacles, so this makes you super happy, and the King of Swords. Okay, you may have been through some changes lately, especially in your foundations, in your earthly energy. You know, it could be you have had changes in environment, changes in work, finance, whatever it might be, but it is time now. You're kind of writing that around, and I feel like you're moving in a different direction. So it's just been a little bit of an upheaval. You got the rough seas and the calm seas, but you're getting it righted around. You're finding your new normal. Thank you. That's what it is. Finding your new normal. Took me a minute to hear that. But you do have this King of Swords over here, and the King of Swords is your logical mind. And Virgo, a lot of times you do things because they are the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do. It's like it's almost an emotional white knight kind of syndrome, I call it, where you're like, but this is the right thing to do. Whether it's the smart thing to do isn't always the case, but it's the right thing to do. Well, sometimes the right thing to do is not the smart thing to do, and sometimes you have to make decisions for you, not for what everybody else will think or what everybody else would do. So this King of Swords is saying, okay, that's all well and good, but you need to use your logical mind now. You need to make decisions that are just cut and dry, and they are right or wrong, and it doesn't matter if it's the right thing to do. It matters if it's the right thing for you. You also have this Knight of Pentacles popping up here. The Knight of Pentacles is saying this has been coming for a long time. I feel like this shift that you're having and this rebalancing has been a long time coming, and it takes you a while to do something different, to process something in a different way, and that's perfectly okay, but it's time to allow that. It's been coming for a while, and now it's actually here. So allow that to come in. It's time to process that, but then use that King of Swords and be logical about it. Don't beat it to death. Like, just let it happen, okay? You also have the Seven of Cups coming in, which means you got a lot of input from a lot of different areas, and you're like, ugh. That's another place that this King of Swords comes in perfectly, because all this input, this is emotional, and it's like yucky to process, and you could have like somebody kissing up to you, somebody giving you guilt, somebody trying to make you feel sad, whatever it is. You get that King of Swords to go, well, this is not logical, this makes no sense, I'm not going to deal with this isn't important to me, this is a part of something I should like bring with me, this is not. That's what I'm saying. Just keep logic on your side. When people this is a lot of like static, a lot of emotional stuff at you, and they do that on purpose to overwhelm and confuse you so that they can get you to do what they want you to do. Okay? You just get back to basics, okay, Virgo? You're getting back to basics. You're doing something a little bit different than you've done it before. All right, we're going to move on to our Libras. What do we have going on for Libra? The Moon. Something is not clear. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. It looks to me, Libra, you are not the first person to get this Moon card. That feeling like you fell for something, and that's very un-Libra of you. But it seems like something was a little bit too good to be true, and I think you knew it, but you thought, well, why not? And you know what? That's what life is about. Is sometimes you take a chance that is probably is a little bit too good to be true, but you think, well, why not? You never know, right? Well, you never know. It's like gambling, right? You don't do it because you know you're going to be a millionaire. You do it because, you never know. It's that kind of thing. So I don't think it was a huge devastation to you, though, and it's just, we have you here kind of rebalancing things a little bit, and kind of just getting back to basics. I think Virgo got something like that too, and somebody else did as well. So don't get overstressed about that. Let's find out what this is. The Two of Wands. Yeah, I think it was like you knew this wasn't a long-term deal, because this is like short-term planning and short-term victory. So I think you saw this and went, hey, you never know. You may have had an opportunity like that put in front of you, and you thought, hey, you never know, and well, maybe you just didn't come out on top, and that's okay. These things happen. You do have the Page of Swords coming up. Pages bring messages. This is a message of logic. So logic here states, get back to basics, okay? I feel like you tried something out, and it was like, not the best situation, not exactly what you wanted, but you tried it out. And you know what? Life is a series of trying stuff out, right? And not everything works, but your logical mind takes right over and says, okay, we're gonna get back to basics. We're gonna go back and do something a little bit different, but that's all right. Like I said, you gave something a try, and if you don't give anything a try, you don't ever live any life, right? All right, we're gonna move on to our Scorpios. The Tower, Scorpio. I think you got this last week too. And the Sun. Okay. You have had something coming for a long, long time. I think we've been talking about this, Scorpio. And you can ignore it, and then it will just blow up and whatever. And then you can rebuild, and it's super and awesome. Or you can kind of like be, what do we say? You want to be proactive, not reactive. So this Tower moment, these are usually coming for a long time. And a lot of times we ignore them when we see them on the horizon. We're like, yep, that's not really there. So you have some options. I don't know that this has actually already happened, but I think it's like on the horizon. Like there is something brewing and festering, and you know it's over there, but you're like, oh, I don't really want to deal with that. The thing is, once you do deal with it, you have this opportunity here for the brand new day, the Sun. You have this brand new day that you can begin, but not until you take this down, because when you take this down, you can rebuild with this brand new day, and you can build it. Usually it's built so much better than what you lost. The thing that's coming up with this is the Two of Wands. That's your short-term. It's like your short-term planning. So it's like in the short term, yes, it may be a little bit yucky to deal with this, but I always prefer to err on the side of being proactive than being reactive. I would rather be in control of the timeline here and say, okay, I see something festering over there. Let's go over there and deal with it before it just festers and then boom, it just blows up one day, and you don't see it coming, and now you're blindsided by it. I would rather let it. I see it over there. I see what's going on. Let me plan in the next couple weeks to go and handle this, whatever this is, so it doesn't blow up. Let me take the tower down myself versus it just crumbling down, and now I've got an emergency. Do you see what I'm saying? I think you see what I'm saying. Now, coming up with this, you have the the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is almost like a childlike energy, a happy energy. So I think that once this is like blown up, done and over with, and you begin to move on, you're going to feel like the weight of the world is off of your shoulders. Because I think that that's what's going on now, is that you have this heaviness and you're like, oh, I just can't. The thing is, once you deal with this and move on, you have this brand new day that starts, and I think you're going to feel like a different person. So I would, like I say, be proactive, not reactive. Get in there, deal with whatever this problem is, and get it off your radar so that you can move on, okay? Because don't let it take up all your time like that. All right, we're going to move on to Sagittarius. What do we got for Sagittarius this week? The Star. All right, I like that. And the Eight of Cups. All right, Sagittarius. The Star, is big dreams. Big dreams. Not, am I going to make an extra 50 cents an hour next year? It's, am I going to open up my business next year? That's just an example. I'm not saying, yeah, I'll have to go open up a business. You get my point. I do that to kind of like, make it so you don't have too much woo-woo going on. But this is about big dreams. If you could be, do, or have anything in the world, what would it be? The thing is, it's going to take you walking toward this big dream. See how he's walking toward this big dream? It's going to take you doing that and focusing on those dreams to get them. Now, I hate to say, like, you're walking away from things that don't serve you, blah, blah. I don't want to focus on what you're leaving behind, but this is stuff that is, it naturally, when you focus and walk toward the things that you want, all these other extraneous things just kind of fall away because they're not important anymore. And they're not important to you. They're just kind of, they kind of get left in the background. Do you see him walking backwards and turning around? No. No. He's turned and burned. He's going toward the thing that he wants, and this stuff just falls away. So that's the thing, and that's the sacrifice. And, you know, and that's the thing, though. It's not really a sacrifice, is it? If you're leaving things behind you that don't really matter to you, it isn't really a sacrifice. Other people may not like it, and they may have something to say, but that's really not your problem either. You got to go toward the things that you really want. And when you do that, check this out. You have this Ace of Pentacles coming up, and Pentacles are like, hello, gift from the universe. This is a gift from the universe saying, okay, I see you. Like, I see you dreaming big. I see you wanting more than what you have, but for the right reasons. I see you. So here. It's your time. Like, I don't know how else to articulate that. You know, follow your dreams, and I think, like, you will be really surprised as to the opportunities that unfold when you truly follow your dreams. Check this out. King of Pentacles coming in. I don't think I need to say much else about this. You know, you follow your dreams. The stuff that doesn't matter gets left behind. You have an opportunity that is offered to you, the Ace, by the universe, Ace of Pentacles, and it ends up here at the King of Pentacles. Like, this is the cycle complete. So as long as you keep in the forefront of your mind what it is that's really important to you and what you really want, there's no limit to what you can have. There's no limit, Sagittarius. So go for it. Okay? Go for it. What an exciting week for the last week of July. I'm all about it. All right, let's go to our Capricorn. What do we have going on for Capricorn this week? Four of Swords, Capricorn. You're taking a step back. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, obviously you have some important stuff to think about, and I feel like there are decisions that need to be made. Now, Knights are bringers. They bring energy. This is logical, like, rapier wit, like sharp, smart energy. These are logical. I feel like you have some decisions to be made, and that's why you're stepping back. Like, you need to step back for a moment and evaluate what you have going on. And there are some hard decisions to be made, but they are decisions that need to be made with logic, not emotion. And you are an earth sign, so earth signs tend to have that, I call it the white knight thing, like, I have to do this because it's the right thing. No, you have to do what is the logical thing, not necessarily the right thing according to some random rule from somewhere, from some person that you don't know. You have to do the logic. What is logical and intelligent? That is what you have to do. And like I said, you've got some big decisions to make. I don't know what they are in reference to, but it is important that you step back and you use your logical brain to make them. And you have Justice coming up. See the big sword there? Yeah, this is all about your thought, your logical thought. You have this Justice card. I feel like there are some things coming to fruition that you have been coming for a while, and now you have some decisions to make. Like, there are some evaluations that have come down, and there are some decisions that are right in front of you. It is time for you to make these decisions. And taking the step back to do that is very important. And look what you have here that came up with this again, another Four of Swords. So this is about you. You are the one that evaluates this, though. You don't need an army of people to ask. Like, you don't have to ask 10 of your friends their opinion, or your mother or your father, or your siblings, or your co-workers. This is about you. You and you alone, stepping back, seeing the justice and the judgment that has kind of come down. This is, justice. This is like the decisions have been made already, and you kind of following suit with your logical brain. So I'm not sure what you have going on. You may want to check your moon and rising signs, but I definitely see some very serious, these are serious decisions in your future. So take the time. It's really important that you take the time, and if you need a couple days to do that, I think that you should absolutely take those days, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Aquarians. What do we have going on for Aquarius? Eight of Swords. You're in a prison of your own making, ignoring things right in front of you. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I'm an Aquarius, so if I say anything like that, I'm an Aquarius, I'm not trying to be mean. We do have a tendency to get locked up in our head. And we didn't talk about the Wheel of Fortune because I love this card. Everybody says, you know, your luck is going to change. The universe is bringing you good luck. Well, that's true, but also your good luck is a result of your good decisions. You know, it's like when you make really bad decisions, you start to have a lot of really bad luck. And when you make good decisions, you start to have better luck. Like the harder you work, the more successful you are kind of deal. And the lazier you are, the crappier your life is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you get that. I think there's something going on here where you're waiting for someone to bestow something upon you, and it's right in front of you. But you don't want to see it, and all you had to do is like move your shoulders in and let those ropes come down, move the blindfold, and it's like, hello, this is right in front of you. It may be that you just don't want to see it because now you have to be responsible for it. You have something, you have an opportunity that's like right in front of you, and I think you're being called now. Look at this. You have this Page of Wands. Pages bring messages. Okay, this is a message of action. So it's saying this is time. You need to take the blindfold off, come out of this prison of your own making, of this like indecisive, I don't know, let me think about it, I'm not sure, what are you going to do, I don't know. You know what you're going to do. You just don't want to like actually act on it. And like I said, I'm an Aquarius. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying this is what we do. We get up in our head and go, let me think about that, which means I'm not going to do anything. Now the other card coming up, and this is why you're in this vicious cycle, is the Moon. And the Moon speaks to, like, there are things at work that I can't see, but you can't spend your life being afraid that someone is lying to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have this giant opportunity, and then you have this little inkling going, somebody could screw me over. Yes, someone could screw you over, and someone probably will, but the opportunities you have are so big, it doesn't really matter. It's like, yeah, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to involve yourself in things that don't really work out, and you're going to be like, that was stupid, why did I do that? But you know what, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter because you have such a big opportunity in front of you. You have the potential to be anything. So these little setbacks are not that important, but you have this call to action here. This is a message going, hello, I'm bringing you a message that you need to take some action. You're rotating. You're not doing anything. So take some action, make some decisions, commit yourself. It's okay. It's okay. You're worth it. And like I said, you may make some mistakes. I know you don't want anybody to know about that. It's all right. Be willing to make some mistakes so that you can see some big opportunities, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. 3 of Pentacles, Pisces. Okay. And 6 of Cups. You have a plan, or you need to have a plan. One or the other. I'm going to get some more information here. I do see that there's something going on emotionally for you. Let's find out a little bit more about this plan you have. Knight of Cups, okay. It does seem like you have, this is either like a family thing, sibling thing, something from a long time ago keeps like cycling up and kind of getting brought to your attention, and it's kind of holding you back. This is where this plan comes into place. You know, you don't build a building without blueprints. I think that you need to find a way to process better when these emotional bursts come towards you, because here, this Knight of Cups, Knights are bringers of energy, Cups are the emotions, you are the Cups, so this is a bringer of like intense energy. It feels like you're in some sort of cycle where there's a constant stream of bursts of this like big emotional energy where big yucky stuff kind of happens and it gets all swirled around, and it's old stuff. It's old stuff, and it throws you off your plan. Like, you have a plan for your life, and it's throwing you off. You've got to find a way to process this, okay? You do have Judgment coming up here. And Judgment is, like, you've done all you can do. Like, put the cards out on the table. This is the way it is. There's no more that can be done about whatever this situation is. So when this stuff blows into your existence, you need to have a plan in place so that you can process it and not let it send you off on a tangent, because I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like there's this kind of cycle going on where these emotional bursts come through and they are relevant to like things from a long time ago, and it gets you all twisted up and you get all upset and it throws you off your plan. You need to have a plan so that when these things come, you go, oh, I see what this is. I'm not going to get involved in this. Okay, very interesting. I'm going to let it move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have a plan in place because you can't do anything about this. Get this Judgment card. It's done. It's over. You've done what you can do. There's no point in rehashing it, and that's what this is. This energy is, this rehashing, this cycle of, I almost want to say abuse, like emotional pain. So it is really important that you have a plan in place to deal with that when it does show up. Okay. All right. I will talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching.